which character deserves a storyline the most? This is by Kang and Rupert, and they
Nice,
suggest
good name.
there's a good name, and they suggest Penny Brannon. Both producers, so,
Hey.
both producers so far have neglected her completely. Almost feels like a token casting, although even though acting and aesthetic wise she's great and needs her own story. She had her own story, The Crush. Let's go. But I do agree with this hot take in a sense of
I don't think it's a hot take.
I know
Well,
it's
to be
not.
fair, for the Reddit thread it is. Because everybody still hates Penny because she said old man Jack 2.5 years ago. Or however the fuck long it was. Like, that's just it's just how they do. It's how they do. They probably not watched a Penny scene in ages, and each time they watch Penny on the screen, they just go, "We hate you. We hate that you have a sense of humor and a character. How dare you? How dare you take the mick out of Peter?" Re Just how it is. Just how they deal with it. Some people can't handle like actually funny people. Like, oh, she's just being so rude. They're family, guys. Like, I was on a walk the other day, and I saw my brothers leaving, and the one of them, because the one of them did a really ridiculous like, way, did a really ridiculous wave whilst he's driving the car, and the other just went. That's how it is. That's how family be. You give each other shit. It's fun. Just how it is.
I can't get over
So what
you.
I'm saying is the Reddits have absolutely um only child syndrome.
Hey, I've only child syndrome. I am, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
I have 3 siblings. I've been through the ringer. To be
he's
fair, I was also the baby, so I got protected from the worst of it. In some ways.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Um,
Dad dying at 12 didn't help that last bit, though.
don't
Going
don't.
to the trauma centre.
Yeah, exactly. Look, he was just protecting you, Ash. That's all he was doing. He was protecting you.
Yeah.
Um, God, I've completely lost my train of thought. Um, I'm just gonna steal what that girl's 8709 says, and they say, Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea deserves a storyline. She had nothing since the crush last August. Yeah, very good.
And
She
also, I do like how, I mean, it just kind of proves how it's so weird with soap characters because yeah, sure, there's only a set amount of characters that are actually going to get screen time, and obviously you're going to have like your ideas as to who gets the main stuff. Like Chris Glenshaw loved Zach for some reason, um, and obviously loved most of his creations like the Knights. But like characters who were brought back like Chelsea, but then again, I guess Chelsea wasn't a Glenshaw character. Chelsea was brought in like before during the old Grey Atkins time. She's just not been let go yet. um, I I don't know. I think Chelsea's just really boring, but I think that is because Chelsea doesn't do anything. But even when she was involved in the Grey stuff, I also didn't like her. But I also hated the Grey Atkins stuff, so that's probably not that's probably just my problems that make me not really care about her. And even with the Ravi and Chelsea stuff, but like, imagine getting dumped by Ravi, who will then go ahead and try to get with your mother. Like, if that doesn't tell you the state of play, I don't know what does. And like even with the Penny and Chelsea stuff, they made it seem like obviously we always made the joke about it, but ever since Glenshaw properly came in, it was like, Chelsea's gonna get a really big storyline in 2023, and then 2023 ends, and it's like, yeah, what's the storyline, guys? We're still waiting. Or she's going to get it in 2024, and then finally August comes in, and it's the Walford Crush, where you have this petty beef between Penny and Chelsea. And then, still, the craziest bit to me, the absolutely craziest bit to me, was at the end of the storyline, where they basically went, "Look, Penny, even though Jack goes to his daughter, who he's neglected for close to 20 years, look, Penny, even though I was the cause of your disability, and the fact I've neglected you for the last 20 years of your life. We're actually gonna blame you for the Walford crush, and we want you to possibly go to prison. But it's fine because Chelsea would go inside for years. Cheers, Dad. It's like we've all done a group vote and we've decided you're taking the punishment. What? And then you go, oh, Penny's gonna take revenge on Jack for about 3 days. And it's like, oh man, like what does she have to do to get a proper storyline? It's unreal. It's unreal.
Um,
Like I love Chelsea. I love Penny. I don't care about Chelsea, but I love Penny. I like Penny's dynamic with Lauren. She's obviously she fills in a really good kind of like she's not trying to be Abby, and that's not who she is. But she's a pretty good companion for Lauren because Lauren's kind of turned into like a more boring I'm a mum first and then a person afterwards, and Peter's a prick, but he's the best I've got. So when you kind of take that into account, like Penny's a really good foil to kind of, wants to have fun, doesn't think everything should be so serious. And then you have Peter and Lauren like, going steady for about a decade. Like who cares? But yeah, I don't know. I think she fits the role really well, and I want to see more from Penny. It's like when they started the Harry and Penny, you're like, oh, this is really great, and then they just split. And I was like, okay, cool. Cheers, guys.
yeah,
Chelsea would be cool to see her do literally anything. I still say put her with Zach. Why not? Put her with Zach. They're both doing nothing. They can do nothing together.
I mean, yeah. A person I'd like to see get a storyline is obviously, oh my god, what's his name? Barney Mitchell. I'd like to see him get a bit more recognition. I know he had a storyline earlier this year, finding out who his real dad was, but I'd like to see him do more.
I
You
mean,
know?
it's also the fact that they've done absolutely nothing with him since they did that. So, oh, Zach is your dad. Do you care? Nah, not really.
Yeah,
Like, if you were setting this up, surely there was more payoff to Zach wanting to leave, and then he doesn't leave, and then you go, look, Zach is your dad, but Teddy raised you, and he goes, fair enough. Like, it was all that build for no payoff. I get the payoff as it made Nicola kind of alienate herself again after all this time, but it's it's just wild. It's just how, I don't know, how silly do you have to be?
got weed to pick up the arm. Good hell.
Delicious.
Yeah. What one do you have? What character do you want to see get a storyline?
Um, I mean, tons really. Elaine always. Elaine gets storyline. She doesn't really need a big storyline. Um, For who else? Anna. I know Anna. I love even Junior. I'd even love Junior to actually get. I know he's
Oh,
leaving in about 2 weeks' time. Um, I'd be pretty content. The underused people, like most of the kids have stopped getting big storylines over the last period. It's just been Avani. So get more time with Denzel. Get more time with Nugget. Get more time with Ricky. Get more time with. I mean, Lily's a bit different. But just, get the teams back. Get Will. 'Cause Will is doing nothing. And it's kind of ridiculous. So I don't know. It's just everyone really. You just need to fix it, guys.
I mean,
Just fix it.
Will's down the local boozer getting pissed, isn't he? He's like 18 now in the
Don't
show.
know.
Janet's still like a teenager. Give Janet a storyline. I don't really know where to go from here. I feel like I'll just end it here. Um,
I mean, even just scanning the. Oh yeah, obviously Amy Mitchell, of course. Got to
yeah.
be Amy Mitchell. Amy. Amy's still getting somewhat decent storylines, but also like she is Roxy's kid. For fuck's sake. Like, if we don't have Roxy, we at least need Amy to become Roxy 2.0 in some way. I don't know. I think it's they're in a weird spot where they don't entirely want to age them up fully, So, but we're still just kind of in like a waiting pattern because now they're kind of they are vaguely old enough, but they're not. So like they're not adult enough to get proper adult storylines regularly, but also in the same way they're not young enough to get the teen storylines that much. It's just the kind of catch-all. Like Lily Slater's gets treated like the biggest adult when I think in storyline she's 13 or 14. So it's just I don't know, just a bit weird. I'm not against it, but give Amy more stuff, give Amy more flowers. She was fantastic during her anxiety and self-harm storyline, and it's been a long time since that was established. We don't even really see are Amy and Denzel even still together anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, fair enough. Or at least even if they are, they're fucking lying to us and acting like it's not real. I don't know. That was probably killed off about like years ago, but who cares? Did they ever get back together after Denzel's on the juice
I
and
don't think
couldn't get
so.
his bobby up?
No, I don't think so.
Ah,
Uh,
well, you live and learn. You live and you learn. I don't know. There we are. I think this is we've reached a natural conclusion. Penny Brennan, Chelsea Fox, Amy Mitchell, just a lot of just anyone who's not George Knight.